History isn't a fixed timeline. It's an intricate, fragile series of choices, accidents, and fleeting moments. A single missed appointment, a forgotten petri dish, or a lost battle can ripple forward, completely rewriting the world we inhabit. At The More You Know, we thrive on diving deep. Today, we look at 3 legendary what-if moments. These aren't just hypotheticals. They are historical pressure points. Change them, and the foundation of modern civilization shifts. Let's begin by asking, what if the one thing that revolutionized modern medicine never happened? What if number 1, the unfound cure? We live in the age of antibiotics, where a simple infection is usually a minor inconvenience. But for most of human history, a paper cut could be a death sentence. The moment that changed everything came in 1928 in a laboratory in London. Dr. Alexander Fleming, a man notoriously disorganized, returned from a summer vacation to find his lab in a mess. One of his petri dishes, left open near a window, was contaminated with mold. Crucially, he noticed the staph bacteria growing in the dish would not grow near the mold. That mold was Penicillium rubens, and the accident led to the discovery of penicillin. Now imagine the what if. What if Fleming was organized? What if he had properly cleaned his lab before leaving? What if the window was closed? The discovery of penicillin could have been delayed by decades. Without broad-spectrum antibiotics, the 20th century looks dramatically different. Forget the wonder drug of the 1940s. Simple pneumonia, strep throat, and everyday wound infections remain devastating killers. Casualties in World War II would skyrocket, with more soldiers dying from infected wounds than from combat. Life expectancy would stagnate. Complex surgeries like organ transplants would be impossible, as post-operative infection would be almost guaranteed. Every invasive medical procedure, from dentistry to childbirth, would be a life-or-death gamble. Penicillin isn't just a drug, it's the foundation of modern health and longevity. Without that accidental mold, our world would be sicker, smaller, and generations shorter. What if number 2, the unsilenced library? For centuries, the Lighthouse of Alexandria guided ships, but the real light of the ancient world was inside the city's library, the largest repository of knowledge humanity had ever assembled. It was said to contain up to 500 scrolls, preserving everything from Greek philosophy and mathematics to Egyptian astronomy and engineering. The library didn't burn down in a single spectacular fire, but was slowly dismantled, culminating in a series of destructive events. Regardless of the exact cause, the end result was the same. The vast majority of that collective knowledge was lost forever. The what if? What if the library and its annexes had been successfully preserved, its knowledge copied and disseminated across the Roman Empire? Imagine a stable, state-funded institution dedicated to science and learning that carried ancient knowledge through the next 1,000 years. Concepts that were barely glimpsed, like advanced hydraulics, calculus, the circumference of the Earth, and even basic germ theory, would have been common knowledge. Instead of rediscovering these concepts during the Renaissance, humanity would have been starting from that point. The so-called Dark Ages may have been significantly shorter or bypassed altogether. Could we have seen the widespread use of steam power 1,000 years early? Would the heliocentric model of the solar system have been accepted by 1000 AD? The loss of Alexandria's library didn't just cost us books. It cost us a massive 1,000-year head start on scientific and technological progress. What if number 3, the power stays free? In 1901, on Long Island, a massive, bizarre structure began to rise. This was the Wardenclyffe Tower, Nikola Tesla's dream project. Its purpose, to transmit both information and power wirelessly, globally, and nearly for free. Tesla believed in a world where energy was decentralized, drawn from the atmosphere, and broadcast everywhere. His goal was to make utility companies obsolete before they even started. But as the project neared completion, his primary financial backer, J.P. Morgan, pulled out. Morgan famously asked Tesla how he could put a meter on it. When Tesla explained that you couldn't, Morgan saw no way to profit from it and effectively ensured the tower's demise. The what if? What if Morgan, or a more visionary backer, saw the long-term potential and financed Tesla's dream to completion? If Wardenclyffe succeeded, our entire energy infrastructure would be different. Power lines, coal plants, and combustion engines would have been relics of a brief, transitionary era. Power would be as accessible as radio waves, dramatically changing where industries could be built and how people could live. Rural electrification would have been immediate and global. The biggest impact? The environment. A decentralized, wireless, and nearly free energy system, based on Earth's own resources, would have prevented a massive portion of the carbon emissions that define our current reality. We would be living in a cleaner, greener, and far more connected world, all because a banker chose profit over potential. These three moments, a forgotten petri dish, a lost scroll, and a withdrawn investment, show that history is constantly on a knife's edge. Our present is not inevitable. It's a direct result of these small, dramatic deviations. Understanding these pivots helps us appreciate the precarious journey of human progress. It's the kind of knowledge that truly lets you see the world anew. What other small moments do you think changed everything? Let me know in the comments below. If you want The More You Can Know to dive into another great historical what if, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.